See, we are going to be doing a demonstration against the certified screen. Make sure we're nice and close. Certified screen, which is under the daylight screens. Man, they're going to kill me every time I get this thing wrong. But PARALLAX, I think I'm saying it correctly or what? But anyway, it's a 0.8 gain screen. We're going to be testing against our product to make sure that the FL screen can actually hold its own weight. And we're going to use our Sony VPL FH30, 4,000 lumens. Keep in mind, both screens are being hit with 4,000 lumens, not just only ours. And show you exactly how our screen stacks up. My screen's around $6,000 for the sample sheet, and that's for 100 inches. And 100 inches of our technology is around $142. All right, so let's begin. We are definitely bumped all the way over. There we go. All right, cool. We can start off with our technology on our red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Looks like kind of a commercial with it. I don't know which one. Probably the first one, maybe. Yeah, first ones always have commercials. We need to get right to the red. There we go. And then we got the sticker in the middle. We can't pull that off because, again, it will basically damage the screen. I have no idea why they put the sticker in the middle, but at least we got the outside area, which is good. What are they asking for at the bottom? No, we don't need all that. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, good. Let's go with green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
We do our solid colors first. That way we make sure that the screens are pulling proper color. We don't do a whole bunch of colors blending together first because, again, we need to see what we need to see. And here's Joker about to get in trouble. Hey, hey! Yeah, move it along. Stay out of trouble. All right, let's go over to our white screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
White screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh. Snow screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Before, we don't want our screen to come up like a dark sheet of paper, or like I said, dark screen. Can't have that. It has to be to maintain its white levels. Something I'm also looking for here when I look at it. Make sure it's definitely can pick its gain up. Actually, much better than the last time we tested this. They definitely improved their screen, I'll tell you that much. Yep. So, angle gain is actually pretty good.
The $20 taste of KFC meal is 6 pieces of chicken and these 4 sides. Mashed potatoes and gravy,
Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
They can't read the contrast. They can't pick up the Infinity One level. See, they can't read the color. OLED demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
The thing that I saw in the demonstration, white levels are way too high. If your white levels are too high, that means your balance is off, which means you can't see the color. Okay, make sure we got a perfect angle on that. I can't move around this. Why did we put it on the chair? That was the last place I should have put basically the camera on. I should have put on this post stand so I can move around a little bit better. There we go. Get off my real quick. Go. Better. Get a better shot, better angle from that one. Move the other way. I got you. That's on the glass surface. Let me see for a minute. Get you guys over here for a minute. Get stuff out of the way. I've tried to keep things out of the way. I'm constantly slamming into stuff. Ooh, shoot, that didn't feel good. Jumped in my arm a little bit there. Oh yeah, my projector is coated in screen paint. This is pretty cool. My projector is actually coated in screen paint. Yeah. If those are saying it's not, oh, I back everything up. I have a demonstration where I actually coated the projector in screen paint. The entire projector has black CINEMAX, I think, on it. Yeah. So that's actually coated in screen paint, the entire projector. My projector is actually a projection screen. Isn't that crazy? My projector was never black. It came gray. Where is my... Your tools are never around when you need them. 30 nothing's around when I need it. I'm going to see what it looks like against my wallpaper. Okay. Gotta find the drill for it. I just had it, literally just had it. I want to see what it looks like against my wallpaper surface too. That's the glass. I want to see the wallpaper. If we can track down the drill. Let's see. There's a drill. So give me a chance to set it up for the ultra short though display too, and I want that on the bigger screen. I'm gonna swap out my projectors. No, I need you to stay put because you're already getting up to figure out exactly what I'm doing. You don't need that. Just stay where you're at, buddy. When I start moving something, it's tough in the way, try to figure out what I'm doing. Stay where you're at. See how my wallpaper looks. All right, make sure my baby's hung up there nicely. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we got it. It's my wallpaper surface. do the ultra shorto and enough room. As many times I've hung this thing over and over again, I pretty much know exactly how to level it out without basically going in and worrying about whether or not it's crooked or not. I've done it dozens and dozens of times. Oh, let's get this up a little bit more. Because we are just not hitting the spot. Where are we at? Probably not even close to where we want to be at. It does have the lens shift on it, but the lens shift on the Sonys are okay, but they're not as good as the Christies. The Christies have a higher reach when it comes to the lens throw, the lens shift. Yeah, lens shift on these are just, yeah, not feeling it. The Christies are much better. Let me see, need something to lift it just a little bit. This may be too much. I'm not sure. I don't know, I'll just leave it this way. I'd rather have it. That's why I prefer automatic lens shift instead of manual any day. There we go. I was waiting for that to click in. It took forever. I'd rather have automatic lens shift instead of manual. The manuals, they harder to lift the screen up. The automatics, you actually get more reach out of it. All right, cool. That is my wallpaper. Right. That's in that direction. Waiting for somebody to sit there and say, oh, it's projector match. Yeah, I got unboxing on that projector. They're gray when you get them. They're not black. None of the Sonys in that particular model, they don't come in black. They all come in gray, every single one of them. All right. Speaker units in the way. There we go. Got stuff all over the place in here. Okay. Great. This is fantastic. Can we get around the cords, please? Thank you. I don't know why when you're trying to set stuff up, it's like cords will grab onto everything and anything. And I don't like the fact that the screen is crooked. That is also driving me nuts. Sorry about that, people. Everything has to be. I don't want anybody saying, well, the screen's crooked. That could affect it, even though it doesn't. But still, in my world, I need to know that it's straight. Okay. And it has to lay perfectly flat. If you notice, all the corners are taped down perfectly flat. Because if you don't, and if it buckles a little bit, it throws the screen off. And you don't get a fair trial on the screen. And fire stick, which is way over here. So let's go with again. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
No, I didn't ask for that. I asked for actually red screen. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
It's an Infinity One screen. Yeah, some people come to get disappointed because they expect for the screen to take the screen. You can't take the screen. It reads an Infinity black level, which means if you don't have a black level, you can't read the color. It's just simple and plain. I can get a dozen certifies that all do the same thing. I've done this with the older screen paints. I can do it with the newer screen paints. It's not going to read it at all. You have to have an Infinity One to read it. Keep in mind, this is a high-grade certified screen. It's a very dark one. It's a very good one by daylight. If your gray screen can't reach this plateau of this certified screen, if it can't match our technology, how in the world would a gray screen ever have the ability to take one of these out, our screens out? This is what we do against the certifies. Is the daylight screen good? It's very good. It's extremely good. I'm very impressed with it. I always like the daylight screens. That particular, that how dark it is or gunmetal is, almost mistaken for black, that's extremely good. When you get a gunmetal that dark. So it's very, very good. I'm looking forward to testing it with the Imperior. Now this is the fiberglass surface we're using. Let's go with, we get purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
See, that 100% black level, extremely important. I still can't believe that projector requires an 8,000, minimum 8,000. Gee whiz, Louise, that's a lot of power. Why so much? That's what I can understand. Why so much power to run it? I don't get it. Let me see. I should probably understand why so much power, you know? Because again, I told you before, if people are using expensive projectors in their demonstrations to make their products look good, you have to have the same projector or better. So with that projector being 8,000 lumens, that means the minimum requirement of projector for that setup for the carbon black would be 8,000. When we could run at 4,000, when we could run at 1,000, when we can run at 50. So right now, in this demonstration, you just found out that the FLE technology can basically overpower a $6,000 projection screen, which means my customers at the end of the day have screens that are more advanced than certifies. As I've been telling you before, this is what this technology does. It can maintain its colors, an infinity contrast level, and more. I can't wait to post this on the forum sites. $4K is no screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Can't turn FLEs or any of our technology dark. Not going to happen. Mind you, we test this stuff against black paint, black fabric, very dark surfaces to make sure it doesn't do exactly what it turned into that in the day. And then when we do our low lumen test, we test against a white surface versus our technology inside and out. Can't turn that screen dark. And that's the screen sitting there with a 0.8 gain attached to it. So that tells you right there. Last I checked, screen paint doesn't have a 0.8 gain. Not gray. So how does a screen paint with a 2.0 turn our technology unwatchable when we have a screen that's a certified gunmetal that has a 0.8 gain attached to it? There you go. Yep. Two 2.0 is considered the same range of gain you find in white screens. 2.0, 0.0, 1.0. Those are all screens used on white projection screens. The 2.0 gain is old. We're talking about a gain on your screen. You would have, see the gray we have in here? The gray we have on this one is the ultra short throw. This one over here has a 0.45. It's much higher. .45. So when I said 2.0, 2.0 is outdated. These are the new ones. And this screen's gray. Used for ultra short throw. That's why I told you. If you got a 2.0, that's old. .8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Couldn't believe I couldn't have spoke that any more clear than clear could possibly be. Okay, let's try her again. 8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Keep giving me the assault rifle. Like, really? You know what? We have to put it in. Now it's spelled it. I swear I think AI knows what they're talking about. They just does it to basically just tick you off at the end of the day. AK desired nature videos.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Got to say something different. Trick it up a little bit. Let's pick up some heavy contrast. Then we'll go with some colors and so forth.
Hey, why don't we do this more often, bro? Just chilling. You and me. Chop.
So we did the zero edge. That's about a $5,000 screen. And then we did the daylight gunmetal screen at around $6,000. We're talking about at 100 inches. And at 100 inches, 16 ounces. Does this technology that painted this surface costs 142 bucks? And as I said before, for the gray screen makers out there, if you really believe that you're seeing the contrast level, that's a gunmetal technology over there. It reads a higher contrast in your screen. It doesn't read black, but it reads a much higher contrast. It has a much higher gain. And it can survive in environments just like this. If I were to take my screen away, put it on a standalone against a white surface, it could do things your screen couldn't do. But next to our technology, it's a whole different story. What you're watching in the demonstration is an elitist screen going against another elitist screen. You wouldn't fit in that category. We call it elitist screen because it is. It's an elitist. Can't wait to do the ultra shoot though. Do that another time. Now I have to have a separate surface to do ultra short throw. I can't do ultra short throw on this screen because it's not compatible. That's why I got two surfaces, one for ultra short throw and this one right here. They don't work on ultra short throws. Our technology, we don't have to swap it out. It'll pick up an ultra short throw as it should. If there are screens out there, especially black screens, and they don't read on ultra short throw, if any screen paint doesn't read on ultra short throw, that's a major red flag. It should not have that problem. They would have that problem because they have this reflective surface. That's why they have that problem. They have a reflective surface attached to it. But as for paints, no, paint should never have that problem. The only thing you're going to have with paints is pretty much performance. So if your screen can't run an ultra short throw and it's paint, there's a problem. It should be able to read. That's why I was sitting there scratching my head saying, how is that possible? How's paint can pick up on ultra short throws? And even though we can show that we can turn it dark and unwatchable on our technology, it still can pick up on an ultra short throw. I want to see something with the Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Like I said, intro starts off with the black. They can't read it.
Hey, Cracker Barrel cheese. Tonight's the night. And boy, you are going to shine.
See? Can't pick up color. It's producing too high of a white level. So it can't see the color and contrast, but it generates the white level. It is raining like cats and dogs. I want to get to my storage unit, and I want to get to the Dark Star 9, because I want to do that one next. Oh, that's good to know. Get my pictures and shots and take it to the home site. Oh, I was about to say. Good screen. I like Dark Star 9 is pretty good. And the daylight screen. Very good screen. OLED demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
LG demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube. Every word that's right seems like the world.
That's what I said before. You can put a statement out saying that our products can take on and you can save $5,000 to $7,000. You have to back that up. I'll be in the forum site today. So you have to say that. I see a lot of people doing that on their screen paints. We could save you $5,000, $7,000. No, you really can't. You're going to have to prove you could do that. You walk into a forum site that somebody actually has this screen, and they're going to say, well, show me the difference between your product and my product. Show me where I can save that money. Saying is one thing, doing it is another. That's why we have tons of certified test demonstrations on our products. And another question, again, how does a 2.0 gray paint turn our technology black when a 0.8 can't turn our screen unwatchable? How is that possible? We're not in a dark environment, we're in a fully lit environment. And that screen's being hit with 4,000 just like ours is. So how is that possible? And for anyone to sit there and say camera tricks, please get over it. I'm on site most of the time. I'll be on site majority all this summer. I'll be on site in different environments. They said the same thing about the advanced, the dedicated CINEMAX. That screen was all over the place on site. That ultra short throw projector we used was utilized more than most people use them in their homes in that demonstration. And there were no ambient light environments going off in those environments at all, period. Did things on that product the ultra short throw they don't do those demonstrations at all, period. So that's a cop-out. That's just an excuse. If that was the case, all my customers wouldn't work. And I have lots of customers. So when I get people crying and complaining about why we get the kind of money we get for our products at the end of the day, and we're not at the $60 mark because our product is not in your class. We do this to certifiers, which means we can get far more than what our technology is worth. 142, I can get $5,000 a gallon. Actually $5,000 a quart for this technology. Quart paints up to 160 to 170 inch screen. So people make claims to have FLE technology. You don't have it at all, period. FLE or any technology, we can knock out screens at 0.9, sorry, 0.9 and 0.8. They can't turn our screens dark. And their gains are much higher than yours. And a 2.0, way past it. Matter of fact, we don't see a lot of people doing certified gunmetals. Really don't. They stay far away from them. And I'll show you why. Once we get this done, I'm going to basically remove this screen. We'll have the white surface behind it. We'll hang up that and we'll put some gray screens next to it and show you exactly why those screens cost $6 grand. Since the surface is going to be all white anyway, yeah, that's a white screen right there. Let me see. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to do both. Do a diamond and we'll do a daylight screen side by side. I want to do both of them. Let's get something to play while I'm setting up something else. We'll take our storm system over here. Oh, really? Can we just get past anything to do with politics? There we go. Kind of mentioned that already when I said that any of the certifieds come out with a black screen, it's going to be very expensive. And it wasn't joking, $8,000 to run it. Wow, that's crazy. That is not cheap. That is not a cheap projector. Very expensive machine. I could have gotten a chance to get a piece of it. I did check it out in some other demonstrations. It's not dark black, but it's black. Oh, let me click them on here. Slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
No, you completely got it wrong. Slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. We could do that color black. Of course, we do it all the time. We could do that at 50 easy. And one of the things I'm studying, I actually want to ask more questions like, is it ultra short compatible? Can I use it in a fully lit environment? Can I take it outside? There are things I need to know. All right, this is screen innovation surface. Let's bring it back over here, bring you guys over there. All right. Gray screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
You see, we're pulling the exact same color as the gray. There's the gray. Light gray. Pure gray. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yep. So for those of you that look at the screen, mature white levels are darker. It's a tone you're looking for. If you want a high, bright white level, you know what happens? You just introduce yourself to the white screen. That's what you just did. And if you do that, you can't read color. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
See? There you go. Can't read color. White levels are too high. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, wait, let's get this red one first. All right, we're pushing it too much. Give me what I asked for. Okay. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Boy, she is like fighting on everything today, boy. See, the daylight picks up a good contrast. It does. But they're darker shades. They're not actual black. That's why I tell you that when you have people who develop great products, if they're telling you they're reading a black level, that is virtually impossible because they can't even match a gunmetal dark shade of gray. They can't pick it up. So how in the world would you be to compete with a darker gray screen if your screen is actually a lighter gray screen? Again, like I said, not true. All right, let me take this one off because I just wanted to see the diamond side by side and get an idea on that right there. Put this back. I want a darker version. Diamond does have a darker version surface. I want that darker version surface. This will not compete with any of our darker technologies. It's too light. Contrast demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm gonna get a darker diamond surface. The edge is a nice screen. It has zero viewing cone effect, but it's just too light. It can't go against our screen. It doesn't pick up that. I'd rather have a screen much darker. Daylight, it's dark, but it's not going to match the Infinity One. Coca-Cola OLED.
Getting that from YouTube.
Near Cheetos pretzels. Crunchy, cheesy, delicious. And for every great idea, hundreds bit the dust.
LG Jazz demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, it's good, but use that Infinity One. Sorry about that, people. Walked in front of the screen, that's why. We don't do that. If I walk in front of the screen and I block some of the image, we don't keep it playing, we go back. Got a nice white surface here. It's going to come in nice. Just show you when we do the screen on a standalone by itself without our technology there. If our technology's there, the screen's not going to give its all because again, you can't read an Infinity One. You have to have that black. I know some people at the end of the day can't stand it when I say it, but it's required. How are you going to show an OLED demonstration you can't read 100% black? How does that work? Last I checked, OLEDs are black, not gray. Or dark gray. They're black. And people in the forum sites were talking about, well, you know, we see a black level. I'm like, no, you don't see a black level. They showed me the OLED demonstration. I said, what color is the OLED screen? It's black, right? What color is your screen? It's gray, right? How's this working? Even with the gunmetal, same conversation. We pull the darkest contrast levels. We got gunmetal. Yeah, I see. But are you actually pulling a 100% black level for real? Of course we are. We're reading 100% black. No, you're not. Turn those lights on. See what happens. Starfield's going to pull regardless if the lights are on or off. Well, actually, no. We've done that one with the dark. It doesn't pull that well.
We had such a great experience with Empire. We would recommend it to anyone.
Real customers share their.
And I've seen people trying to do this one. Again, contrast levels have to be done in fully lit environments. This way you don't deceive the customer. The customer knows exactly what they're getting. If you're doing these demonstrations in dark environments, what's going to happen if the customer tries to use it in a fully lit environment? The screen's going to wash out. So they have to be done in fully lit environments. That way you know where your contrast levels lay at. Very important. So customers, if you are out there and you're watching screens showing contrast levels in dark environments, this is not good. Because again, you have no guarantee it's going to work in a fully lit environment. As you see, our black technology is maintaining its contrast levels and colors and maintaining its white levels with no problem whatsoever. All right, I'm done here. I'm gonna go pop over to the other forum site. I want to show them the demonstrations and we'll get some pictures. What pictures are we going to be using? Let me see. Because yeah, we're past our time here. Gotta go. Thank you all. And this is the difference between our technology and a $6,000 daylight. But I can see it looks absolutely amazing on our technology. Daylight's also too a good technology product. But we breed the Infinity One. That's why. And beautiful colors and contrast. All right, gotta go.